What's going on, guys? This is Kyle Davis. This is the Davis Sports Feud. We got a hell of a show today. I know I'm a little far away. I'm over here. Camera's a little far away. But, hey, we have an NFC North preview. But before we get to that, I want to talk a little bit about, because I haven't really talked to you guys since the Milwaukee Bucks have won an NBA championship. I'm going to say that again. The Milwaukee Bucks are NBA champions, led by Giannis, who in game 4 of the previous series hyperextended his knee, didn't know if he was even going to play for the rest of the year, ended up coming out and dropping a 50 piece, and in his words, a 50 piece of mini nuggies. So, you know, it's just crazy to think that the Milwaukee Bucks are champions, and considering where we were 7-8 years ago, we had 15 wins in the entire season. Now we rattled off 16 wins in a playoff year and ended up winning the whole damn thing. Now, people are going to talk about, oh, Brooklyn got hurt, Trae Young got hurt, Phoenix didn't seem like they were themselves, and it just didn't seem like it was coming together. But you know what? It doesn't matter. A ring is a ring. In 10 years, they're going to look back at 2021. Milwaukee Bucks were NBA champions. Now, I've been talking by myself enough. I do have a lot of people with me. I'm going to bring them on one by one so everybody can kind of see them. But we will have 4 extra guests, and it's going to start out with representing the Packers in the fans. We got Zach Weber. How we doing?
Not too bad. I can't complain. Just got home from Pittsburgh, so it's been a long day.
We're gonna have to. Hey, we'll talk baseball in a minute here. I promise.
That's
don't
fine.
worry.
That's fine. This will shut up. I have 2 other jerseys I want to put on today, so don't worry.
Oh man, a man of the people. I appreciate that. So next in line, we have our Bears fan. You've seen him before. You know who he is. We got Cory Sparks in here as well. How we doing, Cory?
I've been better, but we'll talk about why in a second. Not too bad.
And then last but not least, we have our resident Vikings fan, diehard. He's been on the show. It's been quite a long time since he's been on. But guys, it's Keith Henschel. How we doing?
I'm doing good. Your resident Milwaukee Vikings fan, the hardest thing to do.
I love that. I love that. And now I know the episode is titled NFC North Preview. We will get to that. But so much has happened today in a different sport, in the world of baseball. I'm going to hand it to you guys because I'm not as big of a baseball fan as you guys are. But I'm going to start with Zach. What do you think of all the trade deadline moves that happened today?
I want to start off with empathizing with Cory. We've been there. We know that both of our teams have been through a lot when it comes to being good and then losing the good players. Sucks. We gained Aramis Ramirez, which was a huge player in the Cubs back in the day. At the same time, I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. I am sorry, man, but I hope it takes another 108 years. I am partially kidding on that.
Zach, can we say the Brewers broke the Cubs this year?
I want to say 2 years ago. Or was it 3 years ago? That game,
the tiebreaker,
the 163, I think, is when the Cubs no longer that dynasty stood there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The Brewers were still on it. It was back and forth a lot after that. But I this year I would say, this is when it happened. When was the last time the Brewers had this big of a lead going into the half?
No idea. No idea. I think the division's over. I think it's cruise control for me.
All right, real quick. Somebody wants to say hi. This is my buddy Cisco. He wants to show off the hat a little bit. Say hi, Cisco.
Looking nice.
Welcome to Davis Sports Feud. Those tuning in.
Sorry to interrupt, guys. Go ahead and keep going.
I think the division's done and dusted. I really do. Now the Cubs, I don't even know who's playing for the Cubs tonight. Do you know?
That's a good question.
Thanks.
Yeah. Who's out on the field for the Cubs tonight?
Yeah, that's a really good question. A bunch of farm guys who just took a really long drive. I have no clue.
Yeah. My only issue is I don't like having Cincinnati even within 6 games of us.
What's crazy is when we did our baseball preview, Zach, you remember who I picked to be the surprise team of the Central. It was the Reds, because I said they had a dangerous lineup. It's just, could they put all the pieces together?
Nobody stayed healthy with them, though.
Well, no, but they still are right, not really on the tail of Milwaukee, but they're at least within shouting distance of Milwaukee.
I don't think anybody touches our pitching staff. That's
No.
the difference with us in
And
Cincinnati.
The pieces that the Brewers just added too, I was shocked. I didn't think we were going after anything.
I don't think the Reds did much at the deadline either. I don't think it's even.
No.
Oh, they
That's
said
good.
I really like the Escobar signing for the
great.
Brewers. They signed. What did they just? He's an all-star this year, wasn't he?
Yep.
Voted an all-star, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, the Brewers are making moves. I think they have one of the best pitching staffs in all of baseball. I mean, the Dodgers got better, but that's neither here nor there. But we will start getting into football now. I know you guys want to keep talking baseball, and we'll do it for another episode. But this is watch Zach.
Oh, he's doing it.
Oh no, he's doing the thing.
Okay,
doing
not
it.
an A-Rod
Okay.
jersey. That's good.
I was just hoping it wasn't a Rodgers
I'm
jersey.
sorry,
I would
hang
have
on.
lost it. No, please.
There you go. You gave me an idea.
Jersey.
I love that. Yeah, why didn't he put that on originally? Look at his name. It's A-Rod is back.
Yeah, right.
For a year.
For a year. I think he's going to be gone next year. I think
Farewell
that was the whole thing with
Last
Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers.
Ooh, that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
I was gonna wait. to do
God!
it
And
until
now
I
he's
brought him up
wearing the
anyway.
Rodgers jersey. Jesus.
I was gonna wait. You guys kind of
Yeah,
ruined the moment.
we
so,
quite literally asked for it.
every Cubs, Lions, or not Cubs, Bears, Lions, and Vikings fan has been asking for any Packer fan to rub in the fact that Rodgers is back.
All right. So I do have a couple things to say before we really get into these previews. So with the Packers, I really don't think they're going to be the juggernaut that a lot of Packer fans think they're going to be. They are. I think they have the best pieces as a team, but the chemistry is just not going to be there. You had your superstar MVP quarterback wait until training camp to decide to say, "Hey, I'm coming back to the team." What do you have to say to that, Zach?
What I have to say to that is he did exactly what he should have done. He got what he wanted. He got Randall Cobb back. The chemistry's there. The chemistry, the play on the field does not matter what the front office is going to do. The chemistry with that offense, now that Randall Cobb's back, that Devontae wanted him back, Randall Cobb, all these other players, I don't see how any defense lines up against the Green Bay receiving core and actually has a chance. I'm 100% honest with that.
Okay, so the thing is that they have continuity with things, but you have a quarterback that literally held the team ransom since the NFL draft, and you have teams in the division that got better,
as he should have.
And this is where I'm going to bring Cory in. Cory, I think the Bears got better and better, and especially at the quarterback position, they're locking up defense a little bit more. Their defense took a hit last year, but it looks like they're going to start tightening it up a little bit. What do you think about Packer fans just honestly saying that we're going to run the damn table and shove it down their throats?
I'm going to be a realist. The Packers are going to be a juggernaut in the division. Where I'm worried about is pretty much in terms of seeding. They have had a relatively, and this goes for the whole division, they've had a relatively easy schedule the last couple of years. 13-3 and 13-3. I mean, it's impressive. Regardless of who you play, they took care of who was in front of them. But now I got the schedule pulled up. They're playing the Saints. Obviously, no Drew Brees, but that's still a solid team, top to bottom. They're playing the Chiefs. They're playing the Seahawks, and so are we. They're playing the Steelers. They're playing the 49ers. I mean, this is a tough schedule. I think 11-6 or even 10-7 in this division does it. I don't think the issue is going to be within the division. The Vikings are lackluster. The Lions are, we'll get there.
Ooh.
And the Bears are, the Bears
we
are.
have the first slander of the day.
I'm waiting.
The Bears are rebuilding. We need to let Fields sit. I don't want to see him in week one, and Nagy's made that apparent multiple times. But I'm not going to be shocked if the Packers go 6-0 in the division. I'm not going to be too hopeful. I'm going to be a realist. I think they'll do fine in the division. I think once the playoffs come, that's where they're going to really run into some trouble.
All right, before I leave,
I'm not worried about Seattle, though. We'll get to that, but
I got you.
I'm before I give the floor to Keith, I want to know your guys' honest opinion, because I think this is honestly a really good question. Who has the best running back in the NFC North? Do you think it's Aaron Jones? Do you think it's Dalvin Cook?
Green Bay.
It's Dalvin Cook.
I'm going to give it to Dalvin.
I think it's Dalvin as well.
Dalvin Cook's good enough to win 4 to 5 games by himself every year. Literally by himself. He did it in Lambeau Field.
Let me ask you this question. This obviously has to be an overall question, because I think on the ground Aaron Jones is better. But when it comes to being on the ground and catching passes in the air, I'll give Dalvin Cook, which would make Dalvin Cook the better runner.
All around. He does that. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Yes.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
My thing is the only reason people are talking about like the Aaron Jones aspect of it is because Green Bay Packers have a better offensive line than the Minnesota Vikings do.
That's what I was going to say. Yep.
But what's crazy is Dalvin Cook's going to put up better numbers than Aaron Jones. Am I wrong?
Trust the ball and Dalvin. I trust. I think my worry is the fumbles.
Okay, I can respect that.
He's going to get more touches.
Yeah, he's a more crucial part of his team. I mean,
like
they're not relying on Aaron Jones.
Exactly. Like Coach Zimmer wants to run the ball. That's just the way he wants to do it. And now Rodgers is calling every shot in Green Bay. You think he's just going to sit back, hand the ball off?
Yeah,
no.
I'm going Cooks get more touches, more yards, more everything.
What's crazy is we have 3 teams that are currently represented, because apparently Ryan's going to try and be our Lions fan. I don't know how he's going to do it, but we have 3 teams that are capable teams of putting up wins and wins and wins because they have capable offenses. The Bears are a better offensive team than they were last year. They added speed. The Lions are even a better team because they have four players that are 5'11" and under and can run a sub 4.4. And then you obviously have the Vikings, who have Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen. And then you have the Packers, who have arguably the best receiver in the game. Now, who is going to be the number 2 with Randall Cobb coming back? Who's going to be the number 2? Is it still going to be MVS, or is Randall Cobb going to start making some changes and turn into either being the number 2, or is he going to continue to be what he used to be when he was here as a utility knife?
Who do you want to answer this?
I'm going to start with the Packer fan.
Well, I don't know. I mean, other people are there. I like Randall Cobb in the slot with MVS being the number 2. I do also like Equinemius St. Brown, who I think could. And I don't know if
they sold out
receivers out there, but I don't think they did.
St. Brown.
Okay,
St. Brown. They sold him out. Basically, sold out St. Brown by getting Cobb back.
100%.
That's my opinion.
And that's another reason why I think the Packers are going to I think this is honestly their last year of being the juggernaut in the NFC North. It doesn't matter what who your quarterback is. I think Jordan Love could be a capable quarterback. He's sitting behind one of arguably the best quarterback in the league, arguably, because obviously you still have Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady's still doing Tom Brady things, but Aaron Rodgers you can interchange those 3 names however the hell you want to do it. But once Aaron Rodgers is gone, which we all think, do we all agree that Aaron Rodgers is gone next year?
Oh, this is the last dance, in my opinion.
No,
I mean, we saw his story.
Are we talking about him being gone from the Packers or off of the NFL?
Just out of Green Bay, regardless if he retires or goes to another team.
If he doesn't retire, he stays in Green Bay. That's where I'm at.
No chance.
I think he retires. I think that's it.
It depends. Okay, if the Packers win the Super Bowl, I'm not saying they're going to, but if they win the Super Bowl, I think he will honestly end up retiring as a Packer. If they come up short again, like miss the Super Bowl, like they did, like losing the NFC Championship again, I think he's gone, like fast, like gone. That's just my opinion. I think it's Super Bowl or bust, obviously. It's been, but now it's like, if you don't win now, he's just going to hightail it out of here.
All right. So now I know we have been very heavy Packers lately. I want to hear from Keith and Cory. I'm going to start with Keith. When the Bears and the Vikings go head to head, what do you think is going to happen? What strengths do the Vikings have against the Bears?
What strength do the Vikings have against the Bears? All right. Well, in my opinion, we have the better quarterback. I wouldn't. We're going Nick Foles, right? What are we doing here?
We'd say Andy Dalton, I guess.
Is Nick Foles even still there?
Now we got Dalton. Yeah, is Nick Foles on the team?
Nick Foles is like our third at this point, but no, we'll say Dalton for the sake of conversation.
So we got Andy Dalton. I don't know when we exactly play, but I think it's later on. I think it might be Fields by then.
Probably.
Yeah, we play late. We play twice at the end of the year. So I think it'll be Fields, but who knows where we're at? It's really late in the season. Like last 4 games, we play the Bears twice. They have the problem with playing Chicago always is going to Soldier Field in December, which we are again, and we're going to face the pass rush that just eats us up. So the front line, the Bears have the advantage, but I think everywhere else we can match Chicago. I think we got better position players. I think we have some of the best skill players in the league. So I think there's that. Defensively, they probably are better than us, I would say still, but we did improve a lot, I would say, up front defensively. But the front line, I'll give it to the Bears. But everywhere else, I'm Minnesota.
Zach.
I was gonna say I like Minnesota secondary better than the Bears secondary. That's all I was gonna say.
See, but the strength of the Bears defense isn't their secondary; it's their front
right,
seven.
right.
Yeah,
it's 120% their front seven.
Front seven.
All right, Cory, why do you think the Bears are going to beat the Vikings this year?
So I have it being a split. I'm going to stay completely objective here. I think when it's cold and when you're in Soldier Field, we're going to play ground and pound football. That's where we're going to have. I still think Dalvin Cook's going to be all right, but we're the Dalvin Cook killers. I mean, anytime he goes up against us, our pass rush, we stuff the run extremely well. I do think when it comes to Thielen and Jefferson, you're going to be able to expose our secondary. We just lost Kyle Fuller. We weren't able to pay him his money, and Jalen Johnson, who was a rookie, who, although he had a lot of pass deflections, got cooked on numerous occasions last year. He's our one at corner. I think it's going to be a split. You go indoor, they're going to fly it on us, and we're probably going to lose by a pretty decent margin. But when you play in Soldier Field and it's cold, I still have us getting a winning record there just because we're going to play to our identity. Sure. Hopefully, seeing that this is in the latter half of the season, Justin Fields will have meshed. I think dual threat. He's a dual threat quarterback, so I think you're going to see a lot of read option, a lot of pre-snap motions. You're going to get back to that 2018 bread and butter offense that was working really well. I think we'll be hitting as much of a stride as a developing team can, but I have us splitting it. I think in the cold, we're going to win it. Indoors, we're going to lose the passing game.
I'll say this. Dalvin Cook killer thing. I mean, it has been in the past. Last year, he did go for over 130 on the Bears in one game.
Yep. No, I got it.
But I think that's kind of a myth. Just saying. But if I had to, I would split it. I always split it. We play horrible in Chicago, and if we don't play them in December, which again we play them late in the year, so it's usually a split. And can I say something about secondary? Patrick Peterson is there now. Just saying. True. Patrick Peterson's there. We got to cut the Cameron Dantzler last year. He was pretty good, and he's back as a second-year guy. Harrison Smith is still there. Xavier Woods is a new safety from Dallas. We got Mackenzie Alexander and Nickelback. We got a few guys that they've really retooled the defense.
No, for sure.
Mm-hmm. That's fair. And you know what? Before we keep going, I totally forgot to do this off the jump. I do want to give a shout out to where I am recording currently today. We are in South Milwaukee at Thirsties. Today is Jacked Up Friday. They have $2 Jack shots, $4 Jack talls. Guys, check out Thirsties. There's a lot of great people. As you can hear, there's a lot of people here. Come check it out. Thirsties in South Milwaukee. Now, we do.
Can I comment on that?
What's that?
A comment on the stream. Can I comment on that?
Yeah, go ahead. So the comment is from Cisco. It's Jefferson won't be the same player, but that won't have the numbers as last year.
Justin Jefferson, top 5 player in the NFL for wide receivers this year. Top 5. Market.
Ooh, that's a bold move. That is a very bold call.
Better than Thielen too.
Well, I think Justin Jefferson's definitely going to take over the number one properties because I think Adam Thielen's better as a number two option. But Kirk Cousins obviously gelled with Justin Jefferson very fast, and I do agree that he's going to have monster numbers this year. Top 5 is going to be tough when you have people like Devontae, DeAndre Hopkins, Julio Jones is with a new quarterback, so it's going to be a little difficult there. But you have these up and other. What was that? Michael Thomas has a new quarterback, so it's going to be interesting to see how Jameis gels with him. Boy. What was that?
I said slant boy.
Slant boy. I also think I had a name in my head and I forgot. Stephon Diggs is going to be there. Your old wide receiver. I think Stephon Diggs is going to be top 5 as well. You only are going to say so many names before you get to Justin Jefferson, though. I agree. I also think, like, even within the division, you do have to worry about Devontae Adams. I think Devontae is going to take a step back this year. I don't think he's going to be as dominant this year. I think Randall Cobb is going to take some of those because Rodgers knows Cobb just as much as he knows Devontae. And MVS is your deep threat, so I think they're going to go for that too. Devontae is more of your short route, medium route guy, but he can bust for like one good deep route a game. I honestly think Devontae is also going to take a step back, though. Zach, what do you think about that?
I guess I'll start. I think. Well, sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good, Zach. Go ahead, take the floor, buddy.
I think you have a three-headed monster. You have a slot receiver, you have a deep threat, and then you have a guy that's a great route runner. I think that's hard to cover. It's very hard to cover. You have that underneath. You have the over-the-top, and then the deep threat. I mean, it's hard to. Yeah, you can take away touches, but I think Devontae's willing to do that. But at the same time, Devontae's getting his touches regardless. It's technically still a contract year for him. Devontae's getting his touches.
That's fair. And now we haven't represented the Lions at all. Like, honestly, at all. I do want to talk about them for a second because I guess I'm going to represent the Lions a little bit. So here's some positives about the Lions. They have a quarterback who has Super Bowl experience. Granted, he wasn't the reason they made it to the Super Bowl, in my opinion, but they have a quarterback at the helm with Super Bowl experience. The Lions have never had that. They have a capable running back now with DeAndre Swift. I think this is the best running back they've had since Reggie Bush. It's probably been even longer than that. They haven't had a capable. I think a glaring weakness is now wide receiver. I believe they still have Marvin Jones, but other than that, you probably can't say another name for that wide receiving core. They're a very young offense now. They have a decent offensive line, but where they have really improved is on the defensive side of the ball, especially because I think second year Okudah, I think his name's Okudah, cornerback, is going to have a better year this year. I think he's going to he got bullied all year last year, but I think he's going to have a better year. They added another cornerback. I forgot his name's escaping me for a second right now. And then they shored up their offensive line a little bit more. I think Jared Goff's going to struggle within the first couple of weeks, but I think he's going to hit a stride. I don't think this is your doormat Detroit Lions team anymore. I think this is a team honestly capable. It's still low standards, but of winning 6 games this year. I think 6 games is a realistic way. I don't think they're going to win any game inside the division, but there are other teams that they can beat. The Saints are such a question mark right now to me because the quarterback position is led by Jameis Winston, who made a 30 for 30 by himself. And I'm not talking about the shows. I'm talking about 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. I think there's games they can win. I think the Lions are no longer the doormat of the NFC North. I think that this is going to be a more competitive division than everyone thinks. I don't know. Am I speaking a different language, or are you guys at least halfway on my side here?
I think we're going to be competitive. I never understand. I get they're trying to like rebuild it almost in a sense with going with Goff, because otherwise I don't know why you'd do that. I don't know why you'd want Jared Goff personally, but I mean, the 6 wins is possible. I just don't think they're going to compete. Like they're not going to be up at fighting for the division at any point or even a playoff spot. So.
No, I think a playoff spot is definitely unrealistic because I just don't think they have the firepower like the Packers, any of the other teams in the division. But I also think that it's not as easy as, well, we got the Lions. You can just chalk up a W no matter what. I don't think it's as easy as years past.
Yeah, no, defensively too, they're so young. I feel like it's going to take them some time. There's going to be some games where I could see the Lions just getting absolutely pummeled, but they'll surprise a couple times here and there. I don't know. It depends on the quarterback. It depends on Goff because they got the running backs now, but it's just if Goff can keep them afloat.
That's fair. Now, we haven't had any really shit talking happen yet, and I'm dying to hear it. I need Keith to get under Zach's skin today. We're not done with the
Lions already.
Okay, Zach, I want to hear about the Lions.
I got a question about the Lions here.
All right, go for it.
Okay. You say they're not the doormat of the division, but technically you said they weren't going to win a game in the division.
I think it's possible for them to win a game in the division. I just think it's going to be very tough for them to win a game in the division, mainly because Jared Goff is still a younger quarterback. Yeah, he has that Super Bowl experience, but he always had above average wide receivers to throw to, whereas now he's basically throwing to rookies at this point.
So the question is, are they still going to finish
Let me
last?
ask you, what team?
100%.
Will.
All right. There you go.
Well, that's not even a question. But
No, yeah.
I guess the real question is I think they steal one in the division. Which team gives it up?
Hold on, you guys keep
Packers.
talking. I'm technical difficulties here. We have a guest here. Hold on.
It'll
You
be,
guys talk amongst yourselves.
It will be. I don't know. I don't think we're losing to Detroit.
I don't think anyone gives it up. I'm sorry. We gave one up last
They
year, but they lost.
They usually do win one.
Yes.
They usually sneak one against
It's not even that they win. Even if they don't sneak one, it's usually that they get that close where it's like a yard line away from winning a game. I think they did that.
Then they choke it.
Was it against the Vikings?
Last year, we destroyed them in week 17, and I think we beat them pretty bad in Minnesota earlier, too. They've done it in the past to us. They've done it in the past.
They steal one from the division.
They steal one from the division every year. It was the Bears last year.
It was the Bears last year. Yep.
Bears last year, yeah.
I think they might have even at one season, even it was our best season that we've had in a while, they stole both games from us.
Yes.
So
they always steal.
They're
I don't think they'll go winless in the division. There's no way. They're capable football.
No.
Yeah. I just can't agree with them taking a step forward this year. I honestly think I think they built they're putting down 100%. Stepping stones to the point where I think in the future they have a lot more room to grow. I don't know how many running backs they've slapped in that backfield without actually reinforcing the offensive line. I love seeing Sewell and that he fell to pick 7. So I think there's more room to grow, but I'm sorry. They just lost Matthew Stafford and Kenny Galladay. You got me crazy if you think they're getting 6 wins. I have this team going like maybe 4-13. Yeah, maybe. Well, because it's I know it's weird now, but honestly, I think they gave themselves way more room to grow. I love TJ Hawkinson, but he's their best pass catcher right now. Marvin Jones is getting a little older. I don't like them winning more than 4 games, to be honest with you. They
5-12 here, 5-12.
Yeah, okay.
Speaking of TJ Hawkinson, was I the only one that loved? And I'm not even a Lions fan, but I loved that draft pick by them.
Oh yeah,
I loved that draft pick. They've been known to like grow tight ends.
Very true.
You got Eric Ebron, you got TJ Hawkinson. I know that's only 2, but I don't know deep into.
Hopefully they can hold on to him. Yeah.
But TJ Hawkinson, I took that was a steal for me in my fantasy football draft. I took him. People are like, "What are you doing taking him?" I'm like, "Trust me, I like this guy." And
he's a great red zone target. He's a go up and get it guy. Yep.
Who is the second best quarterback in the division? I'm not even gonna ask who's the best. That's stupid. But
yeah, I'll give it to Kirk right now. Absolutely.
Come on, Packers fan. Who's second?
I disagree.
Yeah, I knew it.
I definitely give it to Goff. Give it to Goff. Fucking, you look at who's been behind Cousins. He's had Adrian Peterson and Dalvin Cook.
No, he never had Adrian Peterson.
No, I was gonna say he never had AP.
Okay, then he had Adam
he just
Thielen
had Dalvin
and
Cook.
Stephon Diggs. He's had all of these weapons. And I have watched him be as mediocre as
Jared
possible.
Goff is no, you haven't though. His completion percentage is way up. It's always been. You know it is. His quarterback rating's up there. Way better than Goff's. Way better than Goff's. And Goff
had Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp.
Goff's got good football teams. Better teams than us.
Yeah. Goff had all those weapons, and now he's isolated on like rookie island right now.
The ball 3 yards away.
No.
3 yards away,
fake.
Dalvin Cook's
That's
sitting
fake.
there. Go.
Last year, for example, Justin
Adam
Jefferson.
Thielen, I'm going to dump you the ball. You had
Justin
Kyle
Jefferson
Rudolph.
last year was 4th in the NFL in receiving yards. By the way, top 5. Yeah, he was 4th in receiving yards last year. So we weren't just thinking and dunking.
You added
we weren't
two.
Thinking and dunking.
Added to it.
We weren't thinking and dunking.
I'm sorry, but he got money he did not deserve. I think he is a very mediocre quarterback. He is definitely he is not a clutch quarterback. I wouldn't trust him. If I needed the ball to be thrown in the end zone, I think he's just as good as Trubisky.
At New Orleans, playoffs. At New Orleans, playoffs, Kirk Cousins won
For
that
whatever
game.
reason, that Vikings team has their number though in the playoffs. I will say that.
Damn right. I hate the Saints.
Can we also notice that the dumbass cornerback went for the tackle instead of a deflection? You want to bring that up?
Not talking about that game. That was Case Keenum.
That was Case Keenum. I was going to say that was
Kirk
Kevin
wasn't there.
Stefanski at work.
Can't do that to Kirk. He wasn't there.
Hey,
Kirk
you guys
beat
want
the
to say hi to
Super Bowl.
somebody? Hey, you guys want to say hi to somebody?
Gosh.
I have a special guest for you guys.
Now you can go away.
Ryan, say hello to the folks.
Good
Hello,
evening.
lovelies.
Ryan is going to play the part of our Lions fan somehow.
Yeah.
So I was getting him set up. I was getting him set up. Where are we at? Guys?
Oh,
I asked who is the second.
We tied the Braves 4-4.
Oh, we did?
Yeah,
anyways.
I'm looking right at it. It's right above us.
Yeah, we just had
Yeah.
Just happened for me. I just asked who's the second best quarterback in the division. And Zach didn't like my answer or Corey's.
What was the answer?
Zach said Jared Goff.
Yeah, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff.
I'm telling you, he has that Super Bowl experience.
His defense carried him. That was worse than the Peyton Manning carry.
So who's the second best quarterback? And if you say
Kirk
Justin Fields, I'm gonna
Cousins.
slap
Kirk.
you.
It's Kirk. It's Kirk. I'm not ignorant. It is Kirk right now. Give me a year and it'll be
Kirk
Justin
Cousins
Fields.
is so
Disagree.
inconsistent. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Look at his completion
Oh, I'm
percentage.
getting the key.
We're doing numbers here. We're talking numbers. It is not his fault last year that his defense was like 9 dudes that never freaking played. And they gave up 56 points every other week, it seemed.
And that's why he had so many numbers, because he was playing from behind half the season. It's garbage time
You
numbers.
gotta complete the damn passes.
I understand you have to complete the passes, but when you're playing from behind and you're facing prevent defenses, it's a lot easier to get these completions and boost your numbers.
It's Stafford number.
That's
Stafford numbers.
Oof. I would agree and disagree. We're not talking about Stafford.
Yeah, no.
I think Kirk Cousins is a capable quarterback. I think Jared Goff's going to come in and take the mantle of number 2 in this division this year.
But then again,
that's where we figure out how good Jared Goff is then this year.
Because he has no help.
yeah, I was
doesn't
gonna say,
know.
all
He
these
really-
guys-
he has
he's
Mark-
got
We figure out how good Jared Goff
He's
is.
got Hawkinson and he has Marvin
DeAndre
Jones.
Swift.
That's
And
no one.
he has Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones is
Can I
a
have-
capable wide receiver.
Compared to Cooper Kupp, Robert
3
Woods,
years
I'm
ago.
sorry. No, he had way more help before. He is fine.
It's also a product of his receivers were coached by a really good head coach. I still think Jared Goff took what he learned from LA and he's going to bring it to Detroit.
I really like Dan Campbell. So
I do too.
For the future, yes.
I think that would be a better fit for him.
Agreed. 100%.
At
So-
the end
so
of the
wait.
day,
I have a,
Jared
a
Goff's
small hot take here.
86.5 and 90 quarterback rating compared to Kirk's 105 and 107 the last 2 years. You can't tell me Jared Goff is better. You cannot.
I think
Well,
he's sitting
yeah,
on
I
the
just-
quarterback.
It hasn't really been close. Hasn't really been close.
But you haven't seen Jared Goff outside of the LA system. We have to see what he can do in Detroit.
didn't
system.
get better.
2 years
And
ago,
it's a new-
he was like 22 and 16 touchdowns, interceptions.
Wait, what, last year?
2 years ago. Last year, he threw 13 interceptions and had 20 touchdowns.
Yeah, but he still showed that he can get a team to a Super Bowl. Granted, he had a good defense and he had good weapons, but let's see what he can do before you start burying him.
That's fair, but I'm saying if Kirk has the defense, you don't
Well,
think
where do you put Jared
you don't think
Goff?
they're making a deep playoff run?
Do you think
Kirk
Jared Goff?
needs
Whoa,
the
whoa, whoa, whoa,
defense.
whoa, whoa! We already talked about what I
my
think the
God.
Lions are going to do.
They're
Do you
not
think
even getting
Jared Goff.
picks, by the way. I will say that. They're getting like 3 to 4 wins. They're taking a step back.
Disrespectful, but I'll take it.
4 and 13.
They're
I
young.
said 6.
That's what
I
I
said
thought
6
it today,
wins.
4
I
and
said
13.
6 wins.
From
I said
where?
6 wins.
He
Do you want me to pull up the
said
damn
that
schedule?
Yeah,
I'll pull
give me-
the fucking
give me 6
schedule.
games.
Jesus Christ. Hold on.
They
give
have
me a
more
second.
room to grow.
Technology, my
They
God.
have more room to grow. They're rebuilding, but they are not by any means taking a step forward this year.
Would that be really taking a step back if they
He
went
just said with
6
good
wins?
defense that
No, it wouldn't. I'm saying they're not
Cousins
taking a
could
step
actually be
forward.
decent quarterback, damn near.
Okay, so all right.
Aaron
This,
Rodgers
oh
said
God, they have a
defense
grueling start to
Yes.
the season.
Won
Shit.
division.
I did
whole
not
season
say
is
Kirk
wrong.
Cousins was in any league of Aaron Rodgers. Did not.
No, we did. We aren't talking about number one. When did
I
we talk
never
about
even
number
said
one?
who is the best quarterback in the NFC North. That's I mean that's a get. We don't
Because we've all
don't have-
decided on why.
All right, I found my first win. All right, hold on. I got the schedule up. So week 1, they got 49ers in Detroit. Hold on, I'm answering the question that was put on the fucking table. 49ers, I think it's an L. Packers, I think is an L. Ravens, I think is an L. Bears, I'll give it a toss-up, but I'll probably lean towards the Bears.
Well, we already got an 0-3. That's good.
At
You're an
Minnesota.
asshole. At Minnesota's probably an L, but they face the Bengals. I think that's honestly a winnable game. Then you have the Matthew Stafford or Jared Goff revenge game at the Rams.
That'll be a 56-point blowout.
Wow, that's
Stafford's gonna be so
Jesus.
pissed off.
He's going to be like,
There's
you
a
guys
second win.
wasted a decade of my life.
I hate you.
That's a second win.
They face the Eagles then at home.
That's a
That's a
W.
win. That's definitely a winnable game.
That's a W.
At Steelers, as good as that defense is, I think that offense is still going to be anemic. I think they're going to be almost, I want to say a doormat. They're definitely coming third in that division. The Steelers are. I think that's a winnable game. We go at Browns as an L versus the Bears. I think they can win that game at home. So what am I at 4? What do I got 4?
I think they can beat the
Who's
Vikings.
the quarterback?
I-
Who's the quarterback at that point?
At that point, it's going to be Justin Fields, and I think Justin Fields
They
is
don't
going to
win.
be so wet behind the ears that I think he's going to lose that game.
Nope. He'll run all over them. I'm calling
Okay,
it right
I'll take Justin.
Then we're moving down
I'll take
versus
Justin.
You're
Vikings.
biased.
Yeah, definitely biased. But moving down versus the Vikings at home, I think that's a toss-up game, but I think they lose it. At Broncos, I think they can win. And Cardinals, they'll lose. Falcons, they'll win. There's your 6 wins.
That's Seahawks and Packers.
And then Seahawks and Packers. I got
There's
6
a lot
wins.
of toss-ups. There's a lot of toss-ups that can go the other.
Yeah,
There was
I was gonna say.
a lot. 2 is a lot.
There were like 3 solid, or what was there? How many like confident wins did you have in that?
Four.
There was
schedule?
4 confident, 2 toss-ups.
Okay. Was the Steelers a toss-up or a confident?
Confident. Because I think that one's in Detroit.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
Did I leave everybody speechless on that one? What the hell?
I guess so.
I guess so. So wait, I heard a hot
I got
take,
a hot
Zach.
take.
I like it. Go for it.
By the end of the season, I will take Justin Fields over Kirk Cousins flat out easily.
And that I'll agree with. Let him develop
mean,
a little bit.
I'm not going to argue about that because the kid's a rookie.
Yeah.
So, like,
He's raw right now, so there's a lot
yeah,
of.
I mean, you don't know what's going to happen with that. I'm just
Maybe
saying, you don't know what's.
it's not as hot, but even right now, I'd take Justin Fields. Not even seeing him. I just do not like Kirk Cousins' style of offense. I think it's it's not selfish. It's not complainative. He just throws the ball. If it doesn't happen, he's not bad about it. He's just
He is the Chris Middleton of the Vikings. He
I
is
like
not
that.
rookie. He
100%.
just he
100%.
just basically does his job.
I like that.
Basically. Which again, for us, we kind of only need him to do his job. Like that's what we need, actually.
With the weapons you have, all you really need is a game manager.
We need
at
him to
helm,
do the
and that's what he
job.
is. Yeah.
And I think our defense has improved so much from last year. We just need him to do the damn job. That's it. Get the guys the ball. Get the guys the ball to make the plays. Period. So, yes. We got the Lions fan back. Here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
We got
I'm
the
definitely
Lions.
a Lions
Stop
fan.
trashing on my
Yeah,
Vikings.
I was doing a little bit of research, as much research as I could do, and there was like literally no bright spot outside of Dan Campbell and Jared Goff for this team. TJ Hawkinson, I think, can do something. I think DeAndre Swift is a decent player as well. Marvin Jones is over the hill. Everybody else is just a bum. So, unfortunately, I think that, they're going to be the whipping boy. I think they'll get top 5 pick. I think that's best case scenario, and maybe go somewhere defensive line, linebacker, secondary. I don't think you can go anything wrong as long as it's a defensive pick.
They might need a weapon, too. Like, they lost
After
Galladay.
trading Galladay off.
Yeah, Galladay, big loss.
That is a huge loss. I really like Galladay. I had a lot of respect for him. I think he'll do great things with the Giants, no matter who has the ball. But whether it's Daniel Jones or some other poor schmuck they put behind that offensive line, but I think Galladay was the real deal, and it sucks that it's good being a Packers fan that he's not here anymore. But it really sucks for Detroit that they couldn't keep him around.
Agreed. Yeah. So 5 wins. Yeah, 5 wins.
5 wins.
5 maybe 4. I like 5.
Did we take a win away from me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we decided no.
That
Yeah.
Steelers one was cap. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Depending on where the Packers are, I think you can get 6 wins. If the Packers are sitting Rodgers and sitting Devontae and stuff like that, they don't care about it. They're got first or second seed locked.
Garbage game.
It's a garbage game. You get 6 wins out of them. And otherwise, I think 5 is safe. I went with 4 to begin with, so
That's fair. I'll take 5. I'll take 5 then.
yeah.
All right. 5.
But they'll tank before they get to 6. They
So
will not.
what's their next move then in the next offseason? Are they going for draft?
They're going for draft. They're going for draft. They're going to get either a wide receiver that's a weapon that they can keep around.
I will
like
say
Holiday.
the Lions going forward, they do. It seems like with the new coach with Campbell, they're like I think they're starting to build something.
Yeah.
They're gonna I think they have more or less a plan. The last decade, I feel like they've been just running in mud, just nothing, same old nothing. So I think now they actually might have a plan, maybe.
Their best chance was having Jim Caldwell, and then Jim Caldwell got fired for no reason.
But then that's the Lions. Absolutely no plan. Just
yeah. Well, it's all about the owner. It's her name is Mary Ford or whatever it is. It's she's running that team into the ground, and they're going to eventually just going to get screwed over. They're going to end up going somewhere else where they shouldn't go. They might get moved out of the city because Detroit's not the big market it used to be anymore, and it just end up getting screwed over.
All right, so Keith,
That's
I'm
been a
going to give you the
football kind of
floor
a
a
noise.
second again. I just brought up the schedule for the Vikings, and I want to know what you think the Vikings are going to do record-wise, and then I'll go game by game.
Those are pretty cheap tickets.
What do I think? Okay, I feel like there's a lot of disrespect for the Vikings because of what happened last year, which I blame completely on the defense. If I had to give a win total, I think this team's going to surprise a few. I don't think they're necessarily going to win the division, but I do think they can win 10 games. 10 games.
10-7.
Yeah, 10-7, maybe 11 if they're lucky. I would say, but I think they are a playoff team. I don't think they're going to win the division, but I think it will be closer than a lot of people think. Again, like you said to start the show, everybody thinks the Packers are going to run away with it now. I don't think they're going to run away with it. I think we're going to hang. I do.
I think I was going to originally say 9-8, so I think that plays.
All right, that's fair. So I'm going to read you off some games.
Yep.
I want you to know win or loss. Ryan, keep track.
I got it up
All right.
too. I got it up too.
I got to take my shoes off so I can count.
Go for it.
At Cincinnati.
That's a win.
At Arizona.
That is the Patrick Peterson reunion game. He's really pissed off, but I do like the Cardinals.
Okay.
I like the Cardinals. At home opener, we're winning that game.
Okay, so you got 2. Cleveland at home.
Win.
Detroit at home.
Win.
Carolina at Carolina.
Who is the quarterback for Carolina right now? Is it
Darnold.
Darnold.
So you got Robbie Anderson out there.
Yeah.
Who's on
CMCs.
Anybody on
That's a
defense?
weird one.
That's a good
I'll go with the win because then we start to struggle. So that's a win. And then I think Dallas is next, correct?
Yeah.
Yep. Dallas at home after off a bye.
We're terrible off the bye. And I like Dallas this year. I don't know if anybody else does. I kind of do like Dallas. I'm going to say that's a loss.
No, not at all.
Not a Dallas guy this year.
Never a Dallas guy.
I'm never
Never
a
a
Dallas guy. If anybody knows me, I'm not a Dallas
Oh,
guy.
fuck Dallas. Fuck Dallas.
I am.
Fuck Dallas.
0-17.
I like some Dak Prescott.
I hate Dallas, and I'm gonna say that they're gonna win that division this year. If
9-8.
At 9-8,
Yeah.
If
At
you leave
7.
it up to me, I think Dallas wins this game because, like
I
you
do
said,
too.
they're coming off a bye.
We are just so bad off the bye. And then we go to Baltimore. I think that's a loss. That's another loss. The Chargers in LA. There'll be more Viking fans there than Charger fans. I'll give that a win.
I like the explanation.
Yeah. The
5 Chargers fans are going to be upset.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll be mad.
Yeah.
But
The ones that paid $49 for their tickets.
Hell yeah.
correct.
the
The
Are we
Are we talking
Packers.
about the Vegas Chargers fans or the
I guess it's
San Diego Chargers.
What Chargers
We
fans are
don't-
we talking about?
Yeah.
Thank you.
San Diego, maybe if they hung around.
Yeah.
Right.
Then it's the Packers at home. Now that's in Minnesota. I feel like that game's always a toss-up. I feel like you don't think we're gonna win. I'm gonna take the Vikings in that. I'm gonna take the Vikings in that one. Then
Depends
go
on how
back-
many cheap shots that the Vikings give on Rodgers.
No
Is
comment.
Barr still there?
Is anyone? Who's counting? Who's counting wins right now?
I am.
Okay, good. All right, then we go out west again.
The way you've been.
Not true. Not true. I believe we have 3 or 4 losses. We're going to go back out west against the Niners. I think the Niners will be better than some think. That'll be a game out west. The Vikings slip up. They'll lose that game. Detroit.
The games that matter.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Detroit.
Same old Vikings.
Yeah, we'll lose to a random team out west like the Niners, 100%.
Yeah.
Then we are going to beat the Lions. I think we beat the Steelers. Then we're going to lose in Chicago. And then I'm going to take us, the Rams. That one's a toss-up. That's a tough one.
It depends on where the Rams are sitting at that point in the season.
I'm going to give
Yeah.
that one a loss. That's fair. At
All right, we
Green
got
Bay, that's a loss.
I think
And
at that
then,
point it's more of
3 losses in a row. That's going to be tough for their
I
playoffs.
said down the stretch, they might struggle. And then the Bear game at the end, they'll win. So what did I get at? Is that
What do you
10?
got?
I think they lose the Bear game at the end due to a shank field goal.
Real nice of you. Real nice of you.
How's that jersey, buddy?
Real nice.
Can they pick up Cody Parkey? No, I'm just kidding.
10-7. Exactly what I thought.
All right. He gave 10 wins.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
But is
Sounds
10-7 good enough
I think
to
that's
get
good
a
enough.
wild card?
Oh, yeah.
Get him in.
I don't know.
I have
The
no
West is
idea.
pretty
It's
fucking
all weird
strong.
now. It's all weird
Right.
now.
That
I don't know.
17 games is weird.
I'm going to say
Well, 10-6 would get you a wild card for sure. So why not 10-7?
Hey,
Yeah.
Brewers
I'm gonna
took the
say
lead.
yes.
Brewers took the lead if anyone's interested.
yes, they did. I'm going to say yes, it does get you in. I feel like there's going to be so many teams at that like 7-8 or like 9-8 and around there. Like everybody's going to have 7, 8, 9 wins. I feel like there's going to be a ton of teams around there. So I'm going to say they get in.
Yeah, but definitely the East are going to like get like an 8-9 team or something
Right.
like shit like that.
Shut
So
up.
take them out of it.
We're not talking about my team.
Oh, we're definitely not because they're going to be winning maybe 4 or 5 games this year.
Oh,
That's right. Don't look
it's
at me.
okay. It's the
You want to
NFC
run this show
North
by
preview.
yourself? I'm
The
out.
NFC
All
North
right.
preview.
Welcome to the Ryan Sopina
It's the
show.
NFC North preview.
Yeah,
We'll
Yeah,
talk
not the
about
NFC
that.
least.
You actually have to find some fans of the Redskins and all. Well, I'm sorry, the Washington football team.
Washington Guardians.
Yeah, we're not politically correct around here.
You good on beer? You good on beer?
Yeah, 10-7. I like it. We can maybe sneak 11-6.
I'll buy it.
Sorry,
I got
we
the-
are still in a bar.
Yeah.
All right. I got the Packers
All
winning
right.
12 games, so
Oh, 12-5.
Hanging around.
I'd be happy with that. They went 13-3 last year, so
I
I
think
the
12-5 is
fair.
realistic.
I do too. I
12-5
think
realistic.
So,
I think we'll hang in there, but
I mean, we're always going to root
Well-
for 17-0, but there's no way in fuck that's happening.
Who the hell thinks they're going 17-0?
Nobody. But
No, sorry, Zach does.
the only person in the world I would believe would be Zach
Hold on.
going 17-0, right, Zach?
I'm sorry, A-Rod is back. Thinks they're going to win 17-0.
No. I never said that. Never
Oh,
said
we're
that.
not saying that you said that, but of
Obviously,
course
and
we
everyone
want them to
goes,
go
"Is it-"
17-0.
Right. That's just like me going, oh, we win the first game. We win opening day. We're going 162
It's 162-0.
Let's go.
Going for that perfect
I don't
season.
think it's going to happen, but hey, if we hit 15,
That's how you start. That's the only way it starts.
You know how you go 17-0? You win game 1.
Exactly.
And
How
then
you
if
go
you lose game
it's
1,
funny.
0-17, fuck it.
The Bucks next
Blow
year,
it up.
82-0.
It's very
Calling it.
100%.
It's
Calling
very-
it.
100%.
it's very hypocritical of somebody to judge me on that, but loves the Bucks in 6 there.
Who, me? Who, me?
Yes, you. That's all that matters. It's for the culture.
Oh, thanks, man.
You're a beautiful waitress.
You are a beautiful waitress.
So I now I don't have a Lions fan here, but I do have 2 Bears and Vikings fans, and I've asked this question to Keith before. If, let's say, Rodgers retires or goes on, and Jordan Love even plays at an all-star level, are you pissed off about that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's 3 in a row.
No, that'd be not. That's not supposed to happen.
That's 3 decades of hell.
I'm 25 years old. I haven't seen a bad Packer team.
Sorry, you guys cut each
that's
other out.
small.
I didn't hear that.
They rebuilt for 1 year.
Yeah, that's not fair. No, I would be. Yes, I'd be pissed.
We are
I
spoiled. We are the
think-
most spoiled fan base, I think, in any sports.
100%.
Even like the Warriors had a bit of time. Cleveland had a bit of time. Basketball
Red
wise,
Wings?
the Red Wings suck.
2-run
Wings,
home
now
run,
they do.
2-run home run.
Oh yeah.
In our defense, though,
I think
in our defense.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, we have 2 really well. Now I can't say bad, but we have the Brewers and the Bucks. For the longest time, it's been rough. All right, I will take what I can get.
3
I
MVPs.
think
Yeah.
I placed Jordan Love between Deshaun Watson and Dak Prescott. That's where I put him. Right about
Jordan
even.
Love.
I think he has a better arm than he has a better arm than Dak Prescott.
Big talk, this man
Whoa,
hasn't even
whoa,
like
whoa,
suited up
whoa,
for
Yeah,
a game.
way to snap.
Yeah, he didn't even
I'll
suit
put
up
it
for a
between
game
Brett
last year.
Hundley
Not
and
even
Johnny
had a
Manziel.
snap.
You know
He
what?
hasn't even put on jersey on
That's
his
gonna be the
back.
Packer take this year. Preseason, Jordan Love throws 2 touchdowns. He's going to be better than Dak Prescott. He's going to be better than everybody. It's going to be nuts. I don't want to. No.
Throws a touchdown pass. The next coming of Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love.
Yes.
No, I never said that. I placed them.
No,
where I
not you,
thought. I
just
thought he was
ESPN.
in between. Okay, I just placed them in a.
You're
decent
saying that's what
area
he's
where I
going
think
to be,
he could-
or like right now you just slot him in?
No, not right now. I think you can place him.
He's better than
later,
Trubisky.
at his prime, in between there.
Hold on.
Yes, I would agree with that. I would
Yeah,
put
I
him
have
above
nothing to say
Cousins.
about that.
Definitely above Cousins.
Why? So wait. If Jordan Love is good or above average, why did they bow down to Aaron Rodgers?
Because it's Aaron motherfucking Rodgers.
I don't care if it's Aaron motherfucking Rodgers.
You don't
If
get
have
rid of the
someone in
MVP.
place that can start a good rebuild for you, why not just start the rebuild and say,
Why
we'll
start
trade, we'll trade Aaron Rodgers, get some pieces back, and fast forward the rebuild.
So everyone says that his draft or his trade stock is so high, but if he doesn't want to be there, that negatively affects the trade stock because you're just trying to unload him for pennies on the dollar. When he wants to be there and you're trying to trade him, it's going to demand a lot higher value. It's the
Okay, but wait. When he announced he wanted to be traded,
well,
it was the
allegedly.
day
Was
of the
that
draft.
did anyone
There was
ever
ne-
actually
that
get
was
out?
never
No,
actually
that's
a
He
not
thing.
proven
basically
any of
said that he did the other day in the press conference. He laid it all out there. He didn't say I wanted to be traded, but everything else pointed to that.
I agree with that, but at the same time,
Right,
when you
but
know
there-
that
there
he's
were-
going to
there
be
were
trading for
stipulations
pennies
to
on the
that.
dollar compared to the dollar he's actually worth.
The problem is that Matthew Stafford got traded for what, 3 first rounders?
Yeah.
Carson Wentz got traded for a second and a conditional first. And that's Carson Wentz, who is garbage last year.
Just last
Injured.
year.
And now you're talking about Matthew Stafford, who's never has won one playoff game,
I don't think
hasn't
he's
even won a playoff
think he
game,
has.
and he got 3 first rounders. Aaron Rodgers would warrant like
So what are
4
you
first
asking
rounders and maybe a player or 2.
He's saying that why not start the rebuild now rather than wait another year?
That's why it never happened. That's why it never happened.
It should have.
That's why there was no trade. There was no. Go ahead.
I don't think they
disagree.
got the
No.
price that they wanted. I don't think
this is-
I think the Broncos were the closest thing that was actually
San Francisco before the draft.
I was going
I
to say,
tell
I'd
you-
give San Francisco more of a nod than the Broncos. That
Me and
he's
Cory
not gonna
talked
win
about
on
this.
this.
San Francisco
agree
was
with
the
that.
best
I'd
chance
agree
for
with
it,
that,
and the
but-
best fit.
I agree.
There's more talent there.
Agreed.
I think as a Packers organization, if Mark Murphy traded Aaron Rodgers, you lose half your fan base. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Become the Chargers.
There is that part of the fan base, though, that absolutely cannot stand what he's doing, though. And
I've heard plenty of radio shows hearing him bash the fuck out of the prima donna. Aaron Rodgers.
Karen Rodgers.
Yeah, I definitely saw a lot of those memes today.
I've seen a lot of those.
And you know why? Because they're owners, and they think they actually make a meaning to the organization.
They spend money on a piece of paper.
All right, I have an honest question for the group. If the Packers don't win the Super Bowl this year, was this year a failure?
Yes.
No.
Yep.
Yes.
Wait, no.
Nope.
He's bringing the band back together. He has to do it this year.
Well, I think between what they put on Twitter, the last dance picture,
100%. That's why I asked to run it back.
Why is it not a failure?
Because I'm kind of used to it as a Packers fan. We're gonna be
the
ultimate favorites.
Numb to pain. You're numb to pain, is what you're saying.
It's just like we're gonna win. We're gonna go 16-1.
As a Vikings fan too, I'm numb to pain too. But
16-1, and we'll just get to the NFC Championship game, shit our pants per usual, and then be like, well, we made it this far. Maybe next year. I've been dealing with that for the past 20 years of my life.
But you know what happens? We're at the point after 30 years where next year is not a 16-1 team.
Literally, I was born in '92. I had 1 week of Don Mikowski. Otherwise, it's just been Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers.
Overall question here. An overall question on here. Out of the three other fan bases, what makes you guys so privileged that you think you deserve a Super Bowl? I am so happy if I get to be a winning Super Bowl or a winning team that every year I'm like, hey man, we're a good team.
It would be nice to have some fucking Super Bowls next to it.
And they win. Well, yeah, I'd agree with it. It would be nice, but I'm glad my team's winning. I'm not complaining. All right.
I'm complaining that we aren't winning fucking Super Bowls when we have fucking God squads.
I'd agree. But we are not. This isn't a video game. This is sports. This isn't like, I can't beat that last.
Keith is begging for a fucking Super Bowl. He needs to fill that trophy case.
Sports.
I don't feel privileged at fucking all.
You know what? Wait. Cory, I hear your ring's going for about 1985.
Fucking field goal, my guy.
Yeah, exactly. We cursed like hell.
I'm sorry, your kicker can't make a field goal.
Yeah, we know.
Okay.
Zach, how's Kevin King treating you?
Our throws back across the field.
And to be fair, the Lions fans are just looking for a playoff win.
Right,
and the Lions team can
or
win
6
a playoff
wins this
game.
year.
Or at least 6.
Competitive. We're competitive.
Lions in 6.
Lions only win
6 years or 6 decades?
60 years.
6.
I just it blows my mind on the amount of people that say we've been to the NFC Championship for 7 years and we can't win a Super Bowl. This is bullshit. And I'm going,
well, yeah,
at least
bullshit.
I'm watching good football. I don't care. I could be in the Bears situation, no offense. I could be in the Lions situation, for God's sake. Or the Vikings.
Here's the thing, though. In 5 years,
we are consistently winning.
But in 5
don't you want
years,
the Patriots?
The standard
in 5 years, if you don't get another Super Bowl and Rodgers is gone and the team's average, how do you look back at it? How do you look back at those years?
As a waste.
Think about this. 30 years of 2 Hall of Fame quarterbacks. How many rings?
You won a lot of regular season games. Is that what you look back at it as?
If I might say something, the whole point of playing NFL football
as a kid. I didn't watch shitty football. Why I fell in love with the game of football when I was a kid was because I got a chance to watch one of the greatest quarterbacks, a bunch of great receivers, and I didn't care if they won a Super Bowl or not. I got to watch great players play the game. That 2010 Super Bowl, how special was that?
No idea.
Can we bring up how special? Keith, you will agree with this.
Yeah.
How special was that NBA championship?
Extremely.
That
one Super Bowl. I would kill for one. I would kill.
We're in the Super Bowl.
Here's the thing, though. Zach,
7 fucking rings. No,
Here's the thing, though. What's the whole point of playing NFL football? To win the Super Bowl. It's not to get to the NFC Championship game and be like, well, we got 3rd or 4th place, depending on how you look at it. It's not the whole point of that. The whole point is to win the fucking Super Bowl.
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're happy with the type of football that we've been playing for for the past 20 fucking years
Right.
of being like, we're getting third and fourth place.
Right.
Why are we complaining? The whole fucking point we're complaining is that because we can't get over the fucking hill. We can't get over it. We can't win the Super Bowl. We can't get past a championship game because of shitty management, because of shitty play calling.
Thank you. But the thing is, the problem is that we're blaming the players with this. That's my issue with this. Is you're going, Aaron Rodgers can't do it. Oh, we didn't have enough defense. Oh,
nobody's saying Aaron Rodgers can't do it. It was Mike McCarthy's fat ass that didn't know what the fuck he was doing half the time.
Okay. And now
it was McCarthy who was like, oh, you know what? Like let's plan for something. Oh wait, they're doing the exact opposite. Well, what if we just keep trying the same fucking thing? That's why Dallas sucked last year. Because
wait. So wait, I'm gonna put this in terms of like a Bucs fan. So in the last 50 years, I've never seen a Bucs like in my lifetime, never seen a Bucs title until a week and a half ago. I'm not 50.
I don't think anybody here has.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that. But after 50 years of not winning, it's amazing to see that you have a 2-time MVP, a 1-time DPOI, a six-time
NBA All-Star.
NBA All-Star.
I think he was All-Star MVP too.
All-Star MVP too. It's really cool to see the individual accolades, but I would trade all of those accolades away to get one title. We got one title.
We got one title with Rodgers.
Yeah, Zach, you have all of the accolades of Aaron Rodgers, and what does he have in less time?
I didn't bring up
Milwaukee has done better than Green Bay in the last 20 years, in my opinion.
And even with the Brewers too, with Yelich getting an MVP and Silver Slugger Award and all those things, and they don't even have a fucking title.
Right.
I feel like Keith,
the consistently Brewers watch great baseball, great basketball, great football, and just get almost there, and just have that one chance where we're just lucky enough in a small market. Realize that Green Bay is even a small market. Just to consistently be there, I'm happy. Maybe we get lucky and we hit it.
That's cool. Don't get used to it. It's almost over.
Yeah. There's the 70s and 80s were a dark time for the Packers. It's easy to be a Packers fan right now.
I'm not out of the loop.
Right.
I'm not out of the loop.
5 years. In 5 years, I want everybody's opinion.
5 years?
Next year. Stay with me.
Next year is
in 5 years. Where do you see each team in this division?
Packers are going to be fucking 5-12.
Who's fourth?
Packers.
Cory looks like he has something to say.
Oh, I was just saying word first. 100%.
They might be.
I believe that.
I believe that. They're doing the right things at the right time.
Give me 3 or 4 years. I think we'll be there.
But I'm sure front office will fuck that up for you too.
Let's start at the bottom. Who do we think is number 4?
Detroit Lions.
I'll say
Detroit
Lions.
Probably safe.
By default.
I'd say Packers.
I'll give Packers third.
Then I would put Packers.
Third.
We'll still be.
I'd say Lions. I think the Lions will get somebody.
I'm saying Lions and Packers.
Lions. I'm saying Packers third.
Okay.
Vikings too, because they always do.
Vikings are Kellen Mond. I'm telling you right now, Kellen Mond is going to be
always consistently number 2. The second best team.
Kellen Mond might be good, but they might go sign a random quarterback for a couple of years. I mean, that's just what they do.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be mad if he was the answer. I think he's a really good talent.
Oh, I would love us to draft a good quarterback for once. That would be nice. That would be awesome.
What's that like?
I mean, Christian Ponder wasn't half bad.
Oh. Teddy Bridgewater was okay, and then
I really liked Teddy Bridgewater, and then he got smoked by the Seahawks, and then it wasn't really ever the same.
And his leg folded like a chair.
Yeah, that was
all right. So let's wrap this up. Who's coming in fourth in the division this year?
Lions.
Detroit Lions.
Third this year.
Bears.
Second this year.
Vikings.
And Packers at number 1?
Yes.
Yep.
So the only one who was different was Zach.
And then my last question before we sign off, because we've been going for over an hour now. Other than quarterback, who's the best player in the NFC North?
Justin Jefferson.
I like that. You missed it. Keith says that Justin Jefferson is going to be a top 5 wide receiver this year.
I think Justin Jefferson could be the next Devontae Adams.
I'm telling. I don't
Don't
know.
see how you can be a top 5 wide receiver with 30th overall quarterback.
Second best player of the NFC North is Dalvin Cook.
Well, they're gonna have to throw the ball a lot because they're gonna be behind a lot. So those numbers are gonna be a little padded.
Well, you're right. So
Got him.
I mean,
Got him.
Stafford numbers, baby. It's easy to be top 5 quarterback when you're down by 30, 95% of the time.
That's
that is the most
this year.
thing to
You'll
happen.
see it. You'll
a lot
see it. I'm
better.
telling you.
I can give you a rundown of everything. We're better.
I'm sure you guys are.
All right.
I'm sure that's what they want you to believe.
No, we were.
Let me know when Jared Goff takes off his mask.
Other than Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers, who's the best player on the Packers?
Oh, Aaron Jones.
Jair Alexander.
Oh,
That's the better answer.
That's what I was gonna go with.
Kevin King. No, I'm kidding.
when they trade for him, Jalen.
I like Kevin King.
Yeah, he's good for the other team.
I like Kevin King, and I think he's turning it around this season. I think he's turning it around.
I don't think so.
I like Kevin King, but yeah, he's a
dumbass.
So Scotty Miller likes him too.
He's going to be the third cornerback by the end of the
year. I blame play calling on that.
What was the corner we drafted in the first round?
The guy out of Iowa. I can't remember his name. But he's fast as hell, and he plays good press. Stokes. Yeah,
Stokes is going to be the number 2 corner.
Well, yeah, it's easy to beat out Kevin King when you're a dumbass.
All right, did everybody have fun here? Does everybody feel good? Everybody mad now?
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
All right. So
we're good.
Before we go, I want to shout out where I am right now. This lovely place that let me record here again.
Should I mute
for
the
the
mic
second
now?
time? No. For the second time, they let me record here. Guys, it's Thirsties down in South Milwaukee. They have Jacked Up Friday going on right now. $2 Jack Shots, $4 Jack Talls. Come down to South Milwaukee at Thirsties. Good people, good bartenders. I mean, you can come and hang out with us, have a drink. It's a good time. But for the year of the deer.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
I'm Kyle Davis. This is Ryan. That's Aaron. A-Rod is back. That's Keith, and that's Cory. Hey, you guys enjoy your day. And remember, check out The Feud on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you.